Hi students, we are going to go through our steps to reading music for Daddy Gaddad. Our first step is to point to the notes and say their names. The second step is to clap the rhythm and say the note names. The third step is to pluck the notes and say the note names. Daddy Gaddad is song number 3. So we're going to do our first step together. And our first step is to point and say the note names. Here's my D. D, 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 A, D, 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 G, 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 D, 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 4. Our second step is to clap the notes and say their note names. Here's our second step. Ready, clap. D, 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 G, 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 D, 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 4. And our third step is to pluck and say the note names while we are plucking. Ready, go. D,